You're gonna have to learn some new tricks, dog.
A master of deception, a fighter as skilled as Robin himself, a rogue who plays by his own rules. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Red X. Now we know the basics of Red X. He was originally created by Robin for a secret mission, but took on a life of his own when an unknown figure stole his suit and identity. With high-tech gadgets, slick combat skills, and that infamous smug smirk, he became one of the show's most intriguing characters. But the real question remains, who is he? Despite countless theories, Teen Titans never unmasked him, leaving fans to piece together the clues. Could he be someone we already know, or is he a total wild card? Well, join us as we try to crack the code on Red X and uncover the mystery of this masked anti-hero. Before we go into explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means an awful lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Who is Red X? Robin's obsession with taking down Slade once led him to concoct one of his most reckless plans yet, becoming a villain himself. Enter Red X, the bad boy disguised, armed with a sleek suit powered by xenothium and enough attitude to make even Slade raise an eyebrow. Robin posed as a ruthless master thief to infiltrate the criminal underworld. His goal was simple: trick Slade into thinking they could be partners and get close enough to take him down once and for all. Easy, right? Well, no. Robin was super committed to this bit. Seriously, he even went to Professor Chang, a well-known evil scientist, to acquire the xenothium and other necessary tools for his plan. Then, as Red X, he stole the same computer chips Slade was after, dangling them as bait. It should have been the perfect con, except, well, it wasn't. Slade, being the calculating menace he is, immediately figured out the truth. To make matters worse, Robin had kept his plan a secret from the team, worried that they wouldn't play along convincingly. Yeah, you already know where this is going. Complete disaster. Slade outplayed him. Robin managed to recover the chips, but lost something far more valuable: his friend's trust. With the xenothium power core too dangerous to dispose of safely, Robin had no choice but to lock the Red X suit away in Titan's tower, vowing never to use it again. Well, we all know that wouldn't be the last time the world saw Red X. Who took over as the new Red X? Just when Robin thought the whole Red X fiasco was over for good, someone stole the suit right out of the Titan's vault. Whoever this new Red X was, he wasn't just playing dress-up, he had his own agenda. And it wasn't exactly heroic. With the suit's xenothium power running low, the new Red X went hunting for more. He swiped a scanner to track it down, but finding him was no easy task. With Professor Chang's supplier skipping town, Robin had to persuade Chang, and by persuade, I mean aggressively interrogate, into spilling where fresh xenothium could be found. Apparently, a heavily guarded tech company in the south end of the city had exactly what Red X needed. The Titans, minus Cyborg, raced to stop him, but they weren't the only ones on his tail. Chang planned to steal the xenothium for his ridiculously oversized disintegrator cannon, sent his goons after them, and even captured the Titans to keep Robin off his back. Robin finally cornered Red X, demanding answers. Who was he? What was his deal? The masked thief coolly responded, "I am a thief and not a villain." I guess that loosely translates to him not being evil, just incredibly selfish. Robin was unimpressed, but after Red X got knocked out and captured, the two had a little chat. X kept poking at Robin's one big mistake: creating the Red X identity in the first place. Unfortunately for him, Robin wasn't here for games, he was here to fix things. When Robin took on Chang alone, things went south fast, and just as it looked like he was about to meet a very bad end, Red X, of all people, swooped in to save him. He even helped him free the other Titans and shut down Chang's disintegrator cannon. Once the dust settled, X went right back to being his usual sneaky self. He tried to escape with a fresh stash of xenothium, well, until Robin revealed he had swiped his power belt, rendering the loot useless. With a smirk, Red X seemed almost impressed with Robin before making his signature dramatic exit, disappearing into the night. Later, Red X popped up as a recruit for the Brotherhood of Evil, though his motives were unclear. Eventually, he resurfaced in a high-stakes race for Robin's most prized possession, planning to sell it to the highest bidder. The two clashed throughout the race until a bomb nearly took out X. Robin saved him, and in a classic Red X fashion, he just leered at him and said that was a mistake. How ominous. Yet, in an unexpected twist, he helped Robin by wrecking the other villains' vehicles. Red X never showed up for the final fight against the Brotherhood, meaning he either quit, got bored, or had better things to steal. As for where he is now, well, that's just another mystery. What is Red X's true identity? Red X's true identity is one of the Teen Titans' biggest mysteries, and fans have been piecing together clues and wild guesses for years. One of the most popular theories is that Red X is Jason Todd, the rebellious Robin who replaced Dick Grayson after he moved on to become Nightwing. Even the show gave a cheeky nod to this idea. In Episode X, Beast Boy put together a theory board listing Jason Todd as a suspect right next to some slightly less likely candidates like Robin's evil twin, a bionic monkey infused with his DNA, and even Larry the Interdimensional Imp. The real fun came in the new Teen Titans short Red X Unmasked, where the Titans actually caught Red X and yanked off his mask, revealing Jason Todd. Mystery solved? Well, not quite, because under that mask was another mask, this time of Speedy. Then another and another. 1 second it's Alfred Pennyworth, the next it's Batman, then Slade, even Silky? Finally, the entire body turned out to be a bomb. The real Red X was watching from a distance. Now my question is, what if Red X is from another universe? The Dark Knight's death metal event promised a multiverse full of endless crossovers, meaning Red X could literally be anyone. An alternate version of Robin seems like a solid bet, especially since Red X was originally Robin's identity. Some even believe he could be the sinister Robin King from Dark Knights. But if we're going for a more fitting choice, an alternate Dick Grayson seems the most likely. Another wild possibility? Tim Drake. Poor Tim has had a serious identity crisis ever since Damian Wayne took over as Robin. DC has struggled to give him a solid new persona, first with Red Robin, then the laughably bad codename Drake. Wow, so clever. No, really, it's very creative, using his own last name as his codename. Sorry, sarcasm aside. If Red Robin is off the table, why not Red X? It has a nice ring to it. Then there's Grant Wilson, Slade's son, who has an unfortunate habit of dying. Since Dark Knights is messing with the timeline, Grant could be resurrected or replaced by an alternate version. He could very easily take up the Red X mantle. Some promo art even shows Red X standing next to someone in a Deathstroke mask. Maybe this is a father-son villain duo in the making. Finally, my top contender is newcomer Bao Pam, aka Clown Hunter. He's got the attitude, the edge, and, most importantly, the X. His mask features a strikingly similar X design, which could hint at a connection. Could Bao be the next to don the Red X identity? It's definitely one of the strongest theories out there. What is Red X's relationship with Robin? Red X and Robin may be on opposite sides of the law, but deep down they share a strange kind of mutual respect. They're both fiercely determined, ridiculously skilled, and hate losing more than anything. Honestly, if things had played out differently, they might have made one terrifying crime-fighting duo. Despite his love for stirring up trouble, Red X has a habit of stepping in to help Robin when bigger threats appear. Maybe it's because he sees a little too much of himself in the boy wonder, or maybe he just enjoys proving that he's the only one allowed to give Robin a hard time. Either way, when the real villains show up, Red X often, rather reluctantly, might I add, ends up taking Robin's side. Did Red X flirt with Starfire? Red X may be a self-proclaimed master thief, but during one of his battles with the Titans, he tried his hand at stealing hearts, specifically Starfire's. After pinning her to the wall with one of his restraints, he casually leaned in and flirted. Yep, you've heard that right, with all the confidence of a guy who definitely thought this was going to work. He called her a cutie and joked that the real crime was how they hadn't gone on a date yet. Bold move. Too bad Starfire wasn't impressed, and before he could even finish his smooth talking, she lit him up with a pair of furious starbolts straight from her eyes, sending him flying. Guess Red X learned the hard way that charming an alien warrior princess is a lot harder than it looks. Or maybe she's just playing hard to get. Why did Red X join the Brotherhood of Evil? Red X is truly a wild card, never fully a hero, never fully a villain, and always looking out for number one. At the end of Homecoming Part 2, he casually throws in his lot with the Brotherhood of Evil, standing among their new recruits as they plot to wipe out the Teen Titans and their allies. Now let's be real, Red X teaming up with anyone is about as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane. Fast forward to Revved Up, and X joins a chaotic no-rules race organized by Ding Dong Daddy, where every villain is gunning for Robin's most prized possession. As expected, he goes all in until Robin saves his life. That's when things take a turn. Instead of repaying the favor with a simple thanks, Red X goes full rogue, taking out his fellow Brotherhood members to return the favor. When a furious Gizmo demands to know whose side Red X is really on, X doesn't hesitate to say, "Mine," before obliterating Gizmo's ride for good measure. Wow, what a power move. Talk about making a statement. By the time the Titans face off against the Brotherhood for their final showdown, Red X is nowhere to be seen. Did he quit? Get bored? Decide world domination wasn't his style? Who knows? One thing's for sure, Red X plays by his own rules and no one else's. What are Red X's powers and abilities? Red X may not have superpowers, but who needs them when you've got skill, style, and a high-tech tricked-out suit? In terms of raw talent, he's right up there with Robin, flipping, kicking, and outmaneuvering opponents like it's second nature. Their fighting styles are so similar that if you squint, you might not even be able to tell them apart in battle. Well, aside from the whole morality thing, what really sets him apart is his gear. His battlesuit is packed with cutting-edge tech, all powered by the mysterious element xenothium. His cloaking device allows him to vanish into thin air, making stealth effortless. When a quick escape is necessary, his teleporter lets him disappear in an instant, slipping past security or making a dramatic exit. His signature weapons, the X-shaped constructs, are as versatile as they are deadly, functioning as restraints, blades, explosives, or whatever the situation demands. Ironically though, Robin actually designed the original Red X suit himself, specifically to counter the Titans, making it one of the most formidable arsenals they would ever face. Talk about regretting your own creation. Red X also had a habit of turning the tables when things don't go his way. In X, Robin thought he had him cornered by stealing his belt, only for X to smirk, compliment him, shatter a spare xenothium tube, and vanish off the cliff to escape. By the time he shows up again, he's either stolen the belt back or built his own. Marvelous verdict. And there you have it, folks. At the end of the day, Red X remains one of the Teen Titans' greatest unsolved mysteries. Will we ever get an answer? Who knows? I guess he loves his identity too much to let it go public. One thing's for sure, he loves keeping us guessing. His identity has sparked endless debates, from Jason Todd to Grant Wilson to an alternate dimension Robin, which, let's be honest, is probably my favorite theory. With so many possibilities, the truth behind the mask feels just out of reach, exactly the way Red X would want it. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What's the wildest Red X theory you've come across? Do you think he's a rogue version of Robin from another timeline, a forgotten DC character, or someone entirely unexpected? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.